then is that Jax might not abstract, and that might actually be worse. There's a specific shot in the trailer where Jax is standing in what looks like a version of Kaufmo's room, or at least an environment that visually references it. And the key detail is this: Kaufmo, in that iconic scene, was facing his abstracted self. Jax is turned away. That difference in body language tells you everything. Kaufmo met his fate head-on, in a sense, even if he had no control over it. Jax, in this moment, is refusing to look at it. Now, I've seen the theory that Jax might enter some kind of permanent hallucination state, where his mind essentially creates a comfortable false reality to retreat into, a place where Ribbit is still around, where things feel okay, where he gets to live in the version of the circus that he could tolerate. If that's what's happening in the scene where Pomni walks into Jax's room and says his name in that scared, uncertain voice, if what she's seeing is not a monster but a person who has just completely gone inside their own head, that is honestly more devastating than abstraction. Because abstraction, at least, is an ending. What I'm describing is a different kind of disappearing. Okay, let's pivot to the rooms, because this is something I genuinely think doesn't get enough attention. Here's the thesis. The rooms in the digital circus are not just aesthetic. They are deliberately designed to keep each character locked inside their specific psychological wound. Every single day, the circus is essentially running a custom trauma loop for each resident. Let's go through them. Pomni's room. Everything in it is too big for her. The bed, the mirror, the furniture, all of it is scaled up in a way that makes Pomni look and feel small. And that's clearly intentional, because the mirror is supposedly there so she can see herself at full height. Except she can't, because the proportions are completely off. Pomni is the smallest character in the circus, and her room refuses to let her forget that. It's a physical manifestation of feeling out of place. Too small, overwhelmed by everything around you. Zubal's room. This one hits differently once you remember Zubal's core issue. She hates her body. She hates the removable pieces, hates not being able to settle into something that feels right, and her room is full of mirrors. There's a box where she keeps all her parts. There's a Renaissance marble statue, this idealized classical image of a female body that she can never be. Every element in that room is designed to remind her of exactly what she can't change and can't accept. Gangle's room. It's the most stylistically interesting room in the circus. Dark, dramatic, clearly beautiful in a theatrical way. But that aesthetic reflects something specific: the experience of emotional instability, mood swings that have no obvious cause, a kind of internal darkness that coexists with sensitivity and expression. The room doesn't feel chaotic, but it feels like it could tip at any moment. Ragatha's room. There's a piano, and if you think about Ragatha's relationship with her mother, the pressure, the sense of never being enough, the emotional distance, that piano takes on a whole different weight. It's not decoration, it's a reminder of a relationship that never resolved. And then there's Jax. His room is pink. Rainbows, a tiny table and chairs, a diary. It looks like a little girl's bedroom, and Jax is a 22-year-old man. There are a few different theories about why. One involves a car accident and guilt that got burned into his memory. But here's